Camila! Piss you off! What have I done to piss you off?
Camila Nakagawa was MTV's most favorite female star ever.
I'm not giving up because of him. I'm not losing because of him.
However, they failed to realize that their favorite female star will force MTV to ban her from the show.
Like, I'm out. Like, this is ridiculous.
Here she goes crying again. Like,
Camila,
go, bitch. She is literally psychotic. She doesn't.
This is the thing. My apology doesn't matter. My apology doesn't matter.
Known for being unfiltered, fighting men like a man, and a fierce desire to beat everyone in the game.
You cheater! You're gonna die! You're a disgrace to the humankind!
There was no doubt why they nicknamed her the Calminator, like a one-man army. But when MTV tried to mess with her, they made the biggest mistake of their life.
But most importantly, thank you so much, Johnny Bananas, for being the biggest asshole there is and making me throw that chair the way that I did.
So what happened to the most viral star who made over $56,000 with MTV? And why did she turn from the most loved to the most hated reality TV star of all time?
You wanna know why I don't wanna be your friend? You're a nasty person. Camila, get out of my face!
Was Camila pushed too far by the demands of fame?
Try to fix it. You're a bully, you were last season, and you are now. You haven't changed a bit.
Or did MTV intentionally make her disappear?
I kind of don't have any regards for my own life when I'm doing these challenges.
Perhaps the reason why Camila developed a darker personality, which made people dislike her almost as much as Tila Tequila, if not more, is because as Camila's fame grew, people seemed to be more excited to watch her throwing tantrums or getting aggressive. In the early years, people started watching clips of her temper tantrums and outbursts because they were quite entertaining. MTV noticed this and started using her rants, meltdowns, and arguments as highlight reels.
They don't even.
But you just conveniently found him, you stupid bitch.
MTV would get over 100,000 views on each video by using titles that teased what kind of drama she creates next.
Okay, now for the main event. Girls.
I don't want Nicole, Jamie, or Brittany going into elimination. If I have to go into elimination and I have to go against one of them, I'm in a better position.
I know that in the future, Kayla will be a threat to me in my game. Camila, I don't trust her.
Camila Nakagawa's first brush with MTV fame came when she competed on Spring Break Challenge, where her high energy and fierce competitiveness made her impossible to ignore.
We are doing a baby crawl race. Whoever eats the baby food off the plate, by licking it, they have to have their hands behind their back when they're done crawling.
Doesn't matter.
You can slurp, slurp. On your mark. Get set.
The Challenge, a reality show on MTV, which has had 39 seasons so far, where they give cash prizes to winners of physical and mental challenges, instantly recognized her potential and invited her to join the series.
The MTV's The Challenge has spanned 37 seasons, over 500 episodes, and has been running since 1998.
Camila's first full season on The Challenge to Cutthroat, she was placed on the underdog grade team, where she had to earn every ounce of respect. Despite being a rookie and an outsider to the veteran alliances, her athleticism and sheer determination made her stand out.
Take care of yourself. Hopefully we'll see you in the future. I really like her as a person, but at the same time, our team will be much stronger without her.
She fought through 13 elimination rounds, known as gulags, and won 9 of them, proving that she was more than just another MTV recruit. While some viewers were drawn to her because she seemed like a team player.
It is, but me and Sarah actually cried with Nani because she was having a real hard time. So it was almost like watching her overcome that, and it was like, oh my god, my little baby, she did it.
In a way, Camila started out like other controversial reality TV stars such as Tila Tequila, who was dropped from Celebrity Big Brother for being pro-Nazi. Initially regarded as trash talk, this was proven after an old tweet she shared about Hitler being a brilliant artist who was ahead of his time was discovered. Surprisingly, this wasn't the first time Tila Tequila was cut making racist comments. Tila Tequila also caught some heat after she made some really racist tweets about Jennifer Lopez.
After Tila Tequila said Jennifer Lopez was just a Mexican with money, her Twitter account seems to have vanished. The comment about Lopez comes on the heels of the former MTV star's racist comments about illegal immigrants. Ain't nothing better than riding around Texas in my cowboy boots to hunt down those damn illegals. Hashtag send them back, she wrote last Tuesday.
Similarly, people loved Camila's fiery attitude. She spoke her mind and wasn't afraid to call out anyone if she thought they were doing something wrong, like that time she called Jordan out for pushing Anisha. But in subsequent seasons, castmates like Tori complained that her outbursts were getting more personal, especially when it comes to trivial matters.
We don't care about the point. This is why people don't want to be your friend. You know why? Because these are nasty things that you don't have to blow up. We didn't have to get personal. You don't have to get personal, but you do.
But everyone gets personal with me.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Nobody was going to say
Everybody was saying personal to me.
As Camila's behavior continued to get out of hand, her fan base stuck by her side because many still saw her as the fierce newbie.
My question is, how are we doing this? Because from what it seems like, it's like I've been trying to work as a team and everyone's just kind of doing their thing and watching for their own back. Like, it's kind of upsetting for me to think of going in because I fought the same person that Carmaria fought, okay? And honestly, if I hadn't won that, I don't know what would have happened.
And yet, the other girls kept accusing her of stealing their stuff and often ganged up against her to make her look like a bad person. For example, in one incident, the girls accused her of stealing their sweatpants even though she's 5 foot tall and wears a totally different size.
I didn't find the pants. Why the do I need to steal extra large sweatpants?
We think you're
Did you take anything?
Okay. Who the do you think you're talking to?
Everyone in this house wants you to go home because you're locked up. Straight up.
I don't need ties, extra large sweatpants. They don't even.
But you just conveniently.
To make things worse, she didn't win her first season.
Oh man, this is a stalemate.
It's just a battle, man. I'm not gonna give up. She's not gonna give up.
Yet, Camila stood out from other competitors because she didn't censor herself for the cameras.
You got something to say or talk to me. What the is going on? What? What the is wrong? What are you saying? What are you trying to talk about me now? Someone said to not trust you and Nani, to trust me and Kellyanne. Who said that? I don't know. Those words never came out of my mouth. That's what I heard from a little bird. Yeah. Do you see what you're creating?
She said what others were too careful to say, and fans loved that. One of her most talked about moments till date was when she called out the challenge producers. In an era where so many reality stars felt manufactured, Camila felt real. But over time, real turned into reckless. There's a difference between being outspoken and being out of control, and Camila crossed it too many times. Her drunken outbursts and eventually her racist remarks hurt her relationships with castmates, such as Bananas, who cared deeply about her.
The way I feel about anything.
Clearly, but if anybody gives it back to you, you're upset. You need help. You need therapy. You crazy, like for real. Like, I don't understand where the this is coming from. It only happens when you get drunk.
Wow. Yourself. Everyone is think they're perfect. Go.
The same fire that made her watchable became the reason MTV couldn't keep her around.
It's a lesson. It's a lesson. Let this be a lesson. Let my experience be a lesson because it's... Yeah.
And in the end, losing her career on MTV was the price she paid for being unfiltered.
But Camila was not at the show and fans are going into a frenzy, wondering why. What happened to Camila from the challenge?
As one Redditor would sum it up by saying, she was the best as usual. The seasons went to hell after she stopped coming back. Sure, reality TV thrives on drama, but it rarely protects the people caught in it. And Camila, for all her faults, became a perfect example of that.
You want to know why I don't want to be your friend? You're a nasty person. I don't like that. I don't like you either. Great. So then get out of my...
But the actual question is, was she simply her own worst enemy, or was she breaking down due to pressure to always have the winning edge, especially after losing 3 loved ones in such a short time frame?
Piss you off. What have I done to piss you off? Let me go. I swear to God. Let me.
Another girl can help her out. DM, can you please? Go to bed. Talk about it.
Considering how her Instagram and TikTok accounts are named after her days as a contestant on the challenge, You'll get the distinct feeling that even Camila knows that she ruined her big break, and if given a chance, she'd probably do a lot of things differently.
This is the thing. My apology doesn't matter. My apology doesn't matter because it's just such a bigger issue. My apology, I am so sorry, but it doesn't matter. And honestly, it's a matter of, it's a lesson. It's a lesson. Let this be a lesson. Let my experience be a lesson because it's, yeah. And yeah, and I think that, yeah. All right, you guys, I love you, and I'm just gonna continue doing what I can to become a better.
On later seasons of the challenge, especially in the Champ V Stars edition, she looked tired and worn down.
Not because of him. I'm not losing because of him. Not.
One viewer described by saying she just looked worn down and miserable. During the finale, there was zero passion. I remember past challenges and she was fiery. Now she just looks like she's ready to go off if you even look at her the wrong way. Production reportedly began to see her as unpredictable, not just angry, because her outbursts always happened at the least expected moments.
Really? I'm sorry. You're not sorry.
I am.
No, you're not.
No, I am.
No, you're not. So you guys had this plan.
No.
You guys had this plan. Really? So much for us having conversations about you guys coming to me about things, like I've done to you guys.
Even before her peak seasons, Camila's off-camera behavior was becoming more worrisome. She was often getting into fights with other contestants, like that time she went off the rails with Jemmy. In those days, most people brushed it off as part of her wild side. She was described as great when sober, but volatile when drinking. What MTV celebrated as authenticity was slowly becoming instability.
Nani got to tell me. I don't give a about Nani. She's a bitch. Okay, she's a who cares? Crazy.
I get that.
Who will do whatever.
That's your opinion.
By the time another season of the challenge named The Battle of the Bloodlines went live, those red flags were impossible to ignore. Her argument with Tony Raines, another contender on the challenge, became one of the highlights of the season. It featured a full-blown fight between them, which viewers cannot stop talking about till date.
I need you to go to sleep.
Oh my God, I'm so sick of your conversation.
I need you to go to sleep, Camila. Camila, let's be real.
We're gonna break some eggs again.
Shut the up, man. Shut the up. How about that?
You're gonna punch me?
Shut the up. No.
That's how you talk to women?
How about this? How about this? How about stupid?
Hit me. Every season.
Hey, who's been carrying you up to this?
You're my partner.
Nah, funny.
You already threw me to the ground. You wanna punch me too? You're gonna let me go.
On forums, longtime viewers' tone started to change from supportive to concerned. She really needs a break, one fan wrote. Others described her as overrated, annoying, and entitled, saying her once likable personality had turned sour. She often struggled to connect with other castmates, particularly when it comes to teamwork. This was quite evident in the episode of the challenge where she flipped out on Big Easy for not doing right by her.
Camila, you're a 30-year-old whore.
Blah, 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 blah.
You were raised in Massachusetts. You don't have an accent. You have a speech impediment.
Many hated the idea of being her roommate or partnering with her.
You son of a bitch. I'm gonna climb the... I'm not giving up because of him. I'm not losing because of him. It's not fair. He's done. I'm not. So what do we do now? Because I'll go in the water. You want me to go in the water?
However, some fans still defended her talent, noting that she could go toe-to-toe with anyone physically, even beating powerhouses like Laurel.
Oh, deserves it.
Cara Maria's been gone. After the challenge, she did not come back and she went straight to the hospital. I don't really care if she stays or not.
But others were done with the drama, pointing out that MTV kept rewarding her meltdowns with more screen time.
You're talking in my face. Get the away from me. I did not question. He's touching me.
Hey! Why are you
Stop touching me!
talk to me?
Dude, he needs to get away
And let's be honest, it's not too far from the truth. Every outburst meant more airtime, more clips, and more conversation. And in reality TV, that was the ultimate currency. The cycle fed itself. The angrier Camila got, the more attention she received. Camila Nakagawa had become one of the challenge's defining figures who dominated the intense physical challenges. She wasn't just another cast member, she was part of the show's DNA.
Let's get this thing going. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, run down to the beach and get it started. Go.
Nelson's gonna be with Camila.
Before she let the fame get to her head, Camila couldn't hide her surprise on getting invited for another new round of the challenge every single time.
How did you end up back on the show?
Yeah, well, basically, they called me and they just wanted us kind of last minute, you know, as a surprise. So we didn't even know that we were going to go on it. I had no idea who I was going to be partners with. When I saw my team, it was kind of a surprise even to me.
Some people just have that inborn ability to shine no matter what they do, and Camila is one of those people, which would explain why she was such a success on the show.
You don't have a college degree. You're still a
Oh
loser.
my God,
You still live off of your girlfriend's house.
I don't.
Your
I have my own house. I live in my own house. Please go
you're
away.
a loser.
Oh, please
you're
go
a
away.
loser
Please
with
go
a
away.
beer.
While MTV was still packaging her meltdowns as unfiltered authenticity, those who watched the show quite consistently saw something else, a person under pressure burning out in plain sight.
They're not listening to me, they're just giving me the logos, and they're just taking off every single time. Go down! Just go! Why do I say go?
Early on, producers made out her emotional reactions as passion, painting her as the fearless underdog who refused to play politics. Her fiery nature was celebrated as realness, her outbursts reframed as proof that she never holds back. In interviews and confessionals, she leaned into that label. She called herself passionate, real, and misunderstood. The nickname Camilanator, once a teasing inside joke among castmates, evolved into her full-blown alter ego, a character MTV marketed and fans debated endlessly online. But this merging of character and self came at a cost. Camila the person and the Camilanator, the brand began to blur. Every time she went on an angry tirade, it reinforced the myth that her rants were what made her special, that being calm or reflective would somehow make her less watchable.
Way around it.
Tomorrow this done. Thank God. Get me the out of here.
By now, alcohol was a recurring factor. Johnny, her ex, and another contestant on the challenge would later admit that she was great when sober but unpredictable after drinking. Instead of encouraging her to address those issues, MTV made sure her meltdowns were getting more screen time.
Is to get my attention and to keep my attention on her and only her. Camila has this really annoying quality of as soon as she starts to drink, she's getting pissed off at me about anything and everything I do.
Reality TV stars often have a bigger fandom when they're known for something, especially when that thing is drama. Most people don't want to waste their TV subscriptions or free time on watching people smile at each other. They want a little bit of action, and Camila delivered the kind of raw, unfiltered entertainment fans enjoy. What no one seemed to consider was that it was doing the people around her, especially Bananas, who was madly in love with her at the time. When they returned for a new season, fans were surprised to see Camila reconnect with Tony Raines, a man she'd publicly clashed with before. Their earlier fight during Battle of the Bloodlines had been one of her first televised blow-ups, yet at the start of the following season, the two were suddenly flirting and later hooked up.
So, okay, let's just cut the crap right now and do something you need to tell me.
No, why?
I'm being dead serious right now. Like, literally, I haven't seen you in 2 days and I've been following my eyes up.
Why?
Tony, on the other hand, faced some backlash after finding out that his girlfriend knew exactly what had happened.
You kissing Camila. But even when you were asked, did you do that, you denied it.
Yeah, because I felt like that's not something I wanted to address on the show.
But you did it on the show.
I'd rather go home and talk to her about that and us discuss it in our personal life because we got some real things going on.
But things finally boiled to heat after Camila got into a verbal attack on her castmate Leroy Garrett, one of the few competitors known for keeping his composure. It all started when Camila thought Leroy said no one would ever want to take her out.
Who's gonna take her? Who's her?
Yeah, exactly.
What you just said? Who's gonna take her out?
You coming? All right, let's see what I have to say.
You just said who's gonna take her out? Who's her?
Relax, Camila, stop.
You are an idiot.
I feel bad for you.
You feel bad for me. I feel bad for you, bro. Guess how many wins you've had?
For fans, this was the turning point. The meltdown wasn't just another Camilanator moment, it was something uglier, an exposure of the emotional damage that her unfiltered behavior could cause.
It never ends well. She's dealing with something wrong at all. And I don't think if she's going to continue that, she should be here.
Get out of my room right now. Get the out. You want the room? You.
I know that she's been in this situation before, and she keeps putting herself in this situation. She's not only harming herself, but the people around her, and it's causing more hurt to us than I think she realizes.
But rather than removing her from the show, production allowed her to stay. Fans who had watched the outburst couldn't understand how MTV justified it. Leroy later revealed that MTV specially apologized to him and built some policies in order to convince him to rejoin the team.
2-hour training course in place, this unbiased training course, made me feel so much better.
And for cast and crew.
Yeah, and they've never done it before, so now it felt like a safe place to be. And you know, I can't erase the past. You know, they were super involved in like helping me build this zero tolerance policy thing out, and that's all I ever wanted for what happened to me not to happen to anyone else.
Yeah.
When the challenge re-aired older seasons during the 2020 racial justice movement, viewers flooded social media demanding answers. Why had MTV rewarded Camila after a racist attack? Why had Leroy's pain been treated as just another storyline?
They did not give, I'll just say it, they didn't give a f that she said that to Leroy. If they gave a f, she wouldn't have been cast again. She was cast immediately after. If they gave a fuck, she wouldn't have won $500,000.
After Dirty 30, where her racist outburst toward Leroy Garrett drew widespread outrage, many assumed MTV would quietly sideline her.
Camila obviously is banned from the challenge, not for her racist comments, but for her behavior on Champs vs. Stars. And I just want to make it clear, Camila is banned because insurance will not cover her. And she was not banned for what she did on Dirty 30. She was banned for her actions on Champs vs. Stars.
Surprisingly, that never happened. The exact details of what happened remain unclear, largely because MTV has never released an official statement describing it in full. What is known is that during filming for Champs vs. Stars, Camila got so drunk that she started humping on a towel.
Camila is just running around not giving a and if she gets drunk enough, I don't even know if she knows any people are here. I don't even know if she knows she's here.
Just when they thought things couldn't get out of hand, Camila got into a fight with a production assistant who tried to calm her down during one of her drunken outbursts. While it wasn't caught on camera, reports say that she reportedly punched them in the face.
Boy, you know what happened? No. Camila just starts tearing the room up.
It was an incident that crossed a line even the challenge couldn't ignore. While the show with sound had long tolerated and even promoted her on-screen meltdowns, this was different.
A PA had to dress her. So she punches her in the face, takes off out of the room, hops in a golf cart that's plugged in, takes off down the street. When the battery is still attached, they had to jump out in front of the
This wasn't another drunken fight in the house or a heated elimination argument. This was an assault on someone who worked behind the scenes, someone the audience would never see, but whose safety production was responsible for.
Was I throwing punches?
You did a smash. You can't put your hands on people. So, Camila's definitely going home, and I'm worried about my friend. She needs to get help, and we want her to get help.
Immediately after the altercation, Camila was pulled from filming and sent home. There were no on-camera goodbyes, no dramatic send-off. She simply vanished from the show mid-season. Fans of the show expected that she would show up for the reunion, but Camila didn't get a second chance at redemption.
Nearly the entire cast of season 30 joined the nail-biting reunion special, but Camila Nakagawa was noticeably missing.
Also, during Champs vs. Stars, things went too far. Camila was disqualified after she assaulted a producer off-camera, an incident that MTV confirmed but never aired.
We have to remove you from the show. That's the bottom line. You damaged a golf cart and you assaulted one of the crew.
I haven't put my hands on anybody.
It was a room full of people that witnesses.
Was I throwing punches?
You did a smash.
It was one of those moments where the show couldn't cover for her anymore. Even MTV, a network known for letting drama slide, was forced to kick her out of the cast.
Like, she didn't get kicked out until, or like she's been kicked out before because she like put hands on security and like was disrespecting security, but not another player.
Yeah, it wasn't for something like that. That was much more.
Although Camila was kicked out after assaulting a producer, fans had already started falling out of love with her before then.
Are you talking about me?
You're drunk.
No. Who is her? You're gonna
Can you ask her what she's talking about?
Is that the game you're gonna
Leroy,
play?
I have no idea. What do you
I have no idea. Who's gonna take her out?
And it was all because of that moment when she hurled racist insults at Leroy Garrett, a castmate on the challenge.
0. You're a black mother.
Whoa!
The incident gained renewed attention in 2021 after Garrett showed how insecure he had felt to see that another cast member only saw his skin color. To make matters worse, this made him realize that he was the only person of color in the challenge at the time.
Because there was an instance where another former cast member, her name is Camila, where she made racist comments towards me and was violent towards me, and MTV didn't do anything about it to help me or protect me at that point in time.
I have no idea why my skin color is being brought into this. At this point, I'm starting to lose a lot of respect for the things that are coming out of her mouth, and I don't know what's gonna happen next. You are gonna be in tears from the way you spoke to me.
What's up, Shannon? I am here with Baby Kai, and we're gonna do your dare. You dared me to give myself a wedgie.
Her absence didn't go unnoticed. For fans who had followed her MTV journey closely, there was no closure.
Who she is. Just to set the stage, in my opinion, if Camila hadn't gone overboard with her behavior on the show, she would be on the female Mount Rushmore.
Clips were occasionally recirculated online, and Reddit threads speculated endlessly about why she disappeared and whether she would ever return. For years, it appeared she was simply removing herself from the spotlight. After a while, Camila finally posted an apology video on TikTok, which was directed towards Leroy.
And honestly, it's a matter of, it's a lesson. It's a lesson. Let this be a lesson. Let my experience be a lesson, because
It wasn't until over 7 years later that Camila began to post again on social media, and this time it was under very different circumstances. She first teased being pregnant. And followed this with consistent posts until her son, Kai Aiden, was birthed. By then, her posts had a dramatically different focus. The content she shared wasn't about competition, drama, or reality TV triumphs. It was about her life outside the spotlight. Camila posted glimpses of motherhood, candid moments with her son, reflections on daily parenting, and celebrations of small joys.
Derek, how was your test today?
Not too bad. I got an F.
That's bad.
There were also more personal posts that hinted at her journey towards self-love, body acceptance, and healing after her career went up in blazes. The shift was noticeable. Gone were the aggressive, confrontational posts and viral outbursts that had defined her presence on the challenge. Instead, her social media reflected a more introspective Camila, a woman attempting to find balance after years of intense public scrutiny. Fans commenting on her posts quickly noticed this difference. Some praised her for showing growth, applauding her openness about the challenges of motherhood and the process of rebuilding a life after public mistakes. However, the reactions were not universally positive. While some like JWolf24 embraced her return as a sign of personal growth, others reminded him of all the terrible things she had done.
That's not gonna work anymore. We're not taking that no more. If you said something racist and you forgot about it, or you were blacked out, you don't remember, it's already in your heart, so it was either gonna come out. And for me, I think to myself, while I was in that moment, and I'm the only black person in the room, and all these white folks are around me, I'm saying to myself, is this what you wanna say to me when you get mad?
For many, no amount of posts about motherhood or self-reflection could fully erase the memories of her past behavior. Debates erupted online about whether Camila's return should be celebrated as a fresh start or scrutinized as a strategic rebranding. Despite the mixed reactions, Camila's posts revealed a woman who seemed intent on redefining herself on her own terms. One of the more interesting aspects of Camila's return to social media was how she navigated the conversation about her past. She didn't openly revisit or explain the controversies that had once defined her public persona. There were no extended apologies, no recounting of Dirty 30, and no justifications for her prior behavior. Instead, she chose to acknowledge her life today through the lens of her present experiences. In doing so, Camila allowed herself a degree of separation from her reality TV past, while still retaining the attention of fans who remembered her antics.
I ain't gotta get naked for no tennis bracelet, but I need 20 bands for a fucking anklet.
Interestingly, her online reemergence coincided with a natural change in her life as a parent. Motherhood became a central theme in her posts, and it was clear that her son, Kai Aiden, had reshaped her priorities. For fans who had followed her reality TV journey, this change was stark. Camila, the competitor, had given way to Camila, the mother, an introspective individual. Of course, not all reactions were forgiving. Some longtime followers continued to bring up her past behavior, pointing out the controversies that had contributed to her exit from the challenge. Surprisingly, Camila chose not to react to any of these comments. Instead, she simply shared content on her life as a mother. It was quite shocking to say the least, considering how the old Camila would have not hesitated to cause bloody murder among a host of other obscenities.
If a guy calls you beautiful, he's looking at your heart.
As Camila's reality TV career came to an end, many fans began to question how much of her behavior was genuinely her versus a product of the challenge environment.
She's on her! What the? Stop!
This?
What is wrong with you? It's a joke. Let it go. You don't know how to let it go. You just pass the line in.
Oh, yeah?
What? Dude! Why do you always have to take
Up. It's not that serious.
It's not that serious at all.
Guess who's serious now?
People pointed out how most reality TV shows like Big Brother and The Challenge only get more views when there's major drama like drunken fights or competition between the housemates.
Exactly, we're not teammates because I know I'm not a quitter and I don't align myself with quitters like you. JD did it. He never let Devin down. So you know what? Once a quitter, always a quitter, my friend.
Some viewers felt that Camila's volatility intensified after deeply personal events, particularly the death of her grandmother during Rivals 3. A clip from episode 7, Camilanator's Salvation, show with sounded her being woken by producer and told to call her sister, Larissa, only to learn of her grandmother's passing.
My sister, is she okay? She's okay.
Overwhelmed with grief, Camila broke down in tears, visibly shaken as competitors looked on.
Grandma passed away yesterday.
After revisiting these episodes, I believe some of her more irrational behavior could have been a coping mechanism. For example, the infamous bus kiss with Tony had happened after she lost her grandmother. And the accusations of cheating in episode 6 of Rivals 3, where she accidentally interfered with other teams' progress, were magnified under the show with Sound's high-stakes editing and production, casting her in a more negative light.
Watching Camila is amazing. Like, that's funny as hell. Because she's acting a little bit entitled. Like, she's like the queen of the house. So, it's all the more reason to gun for her.
Ultimately, the question remains, was Camila a villain or a symptom of a toxic system that thrives on drama and discards its stars when they're at their lowest moments?
And producers knew exactly how to push those emotional buttons. Characters were built in the edit bay. Nice guys were made to look insecure. Confident women were painted as aggressive. Viewers ate it up. Behind every proposal is a small army of producers, editors, and directors.
Although Camila was eventually kicked off the show, fans and castmates remember her for the high level of entertainment she brought to the challenge, like that time she danced in front of everyone and issued teasing threats to Amanda.
Come here, honey. I'll beat your ass in a second.
Then there's the infamous finale incident with Eric on Battle of the Seasons. Fans still debate it endlessly. On the surface, Camila looked like she completely lost control, shouting and confronting him after they were eliminated. But people who had followed the show for a while noted that Eric had a history of saying terrible things to her, and she was under constant stress.
Because you're new, and you have to be strong in that, because at the end of the day, you're going to be a better person. It pisses me off, and I'm sorry. But you cannot let them affect you like that, because that's what they want.
Some fans defended her, pointing out that her reaction might have been entirely justified. A drunk guy in your face, touching you, and you push him away. What's the crime there?
Pushing me. Oh, what are you doing? Me again. Touch me again. Oh, he's not. Touch me again. Touch me again.
Others added that Camila's outspoken personality made her stand out more, but her co-stars were doing things just as bad, if not worse.
I am Brazilian, and I respect myself that much that I think that Johnny Bananas. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut.
How are you gonna shut me the fuck up?
I'm asking you to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Because you're being really annoying.
In the end, she was both a fierce competitor and someone struggling under immense pressure.
With the cast actually turning up and having fun. And I feel like that's the problem with reality TV now, like shows like Baddies or Real Housewives or any other like reality TV show where there's like a whole group of people, is that it's too much drama. And it's like, I get it, yes, some people be feeding for drama.
A reminder that reality TV doesn't just create stars. It villainizes them, often at the expense of their humanity.
I know, I'm trying to think like a rational person.
No, just try to put yourself in my shoes.
I am.
You guys never talk to me about who you're voting in. And Paula, if I was a liar, I would have lied to Tori's face and said, no, I didn't vote for Brad.
I know this plays tricks on the mind.
Oh, trust me, it does.
I know.
You think I cry every night? Yeah, I cry every night.
I know.
How do you think I feel, Paula?
I know.
I'm thrown into the gulag every single time.